Hey everyone, my name is Sean. I like video games sometimes, and it's been a while since I've made anything for YouTube or in general. But you know, I moved house, and also internet companies are going to the internet company, so that was not the easy. It took a lot more of me than I thought it would. But we're back now, and so today I want to talk to you about stuff that I was going to make videos on. Going to keep a few so close to the chest, but for, just to kind of ease back into it, get back into the New York groove, we shall just talk about some few things that I wanted to make videos on today. It's been so long that I've got worse than I was. So first off, I want to talk about E3, or not E3, or whatever people are calling it now. It was fun. I liked it. It was fun to watch. Well, I couldn't really watch. I was just huddled around the phone. Bandwidth usage, or what, it doesn't matter. Shawnee, move on. So yeah, I like Fable. I love the Fable series for warts and all. They're quite fun. They're quite fun. God, what's wrong with me? I love the Fable series anyway, and Super Hands from Peep Show. The humor in those games are great, and I think the thing that I really liked about Fable when it was first announced was like they looked. I think it was Phil Spencer said. So the goal was they looked at like Horizon, and that's what we want for Fable. And I love Horizon, and I love open world, and I think Horizon. I really like their open worlds. Like, especially even Forbidden West, I think. Get why people don't like open world. It's gotten very diluted at this point. But when I still run around open world, I still, collect all the little. If there's a card game or the Horizon like figurine game, also collect all the pieces and play that. Or if they have some sort of card game in Fable, totally into that. But yeah, I like Fable. Also, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater Delta. It was one of those games I was kind of like not really looking forward to from the get-go. It's like, it's another remake. Great game, but I was kind of hoping for Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. But looking at the gameplay, I think this is the way to go. I think Snake Eater is the best option. It is a fantastic game. And like it just looks incredible, and just like the foliage and like being able to, the upgraded. I think the controls are the thing that's really going to. I think looking at like gameplay, seeing the controls being updated, I really think that is the way to go, and it looks easier to get. Like the controls on the PS2 were not. They weren't. They weren't what you wanted, but yeah, really looking forward to that. Perfect Dark looks good. Really liked. I think what I like most about Perfect Dark is, as someone who has been on the outside looking in, never had an N64, and just barely played on the Xbox Arcade. I guess what I really liked about it was I loved the kind of the thing before the gunplay was like the spy, the James Bond, the espionage style of it. So I'm hoping there's like a lot of stealth, or at least stealth options. It kind of gave me a Deus Ex vibe for some reason, but like this idea of being able to like stealth around and gain information and use gadgets to unlock doors, or whatever, maybe even having a James Bond watch that has a laser in it. I'd love that. That would be cool. Also, did like Dragon Age, the Dragon Age game, Veilguard, something like that. I'm sorry. Initially I was disappointed. I was really looking forward to the idea of a roguish kind of direwolf game. I think it was called Direwolf or Dreadwolf or something before the name change. But I kind of get it. I kind of get the change. Obviously, it's valid if you don't like the change. I 100% get it. But what I do like about the new direction and I think it's not. I don't think they did this on purpose. They didn't just jump on the bandwagon. The bandwagon. They sometimes when you're making something, and it just reminds me of like art in general. Sometimes when you're making something, something comes along and it just changes your inspirational process. And I feel like while making the Dragon Age game, they seem like Baldur's Gate, and they seen the D&D movie Honor Amongst Thieves, and I feel like what they did was it seems that this game is more fun. It's more lighter in tone. It's not this big like massive. It's not taking itself as serious. That's what I'm trying to say, and I think could be a good thing. I think either way, if it was going to be a big serious game, or it's going to be a bit more lighthearted, I don't really mind. I'll play it anyway. So yeah, the second thing I want to talk about was the fact that Disney has invested heavily into Epic Games, aka Fortnite, which it's one of those things was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'm happy that Disney are kind of, taking the interest in games again, because as a kid, I grew up on PlayStation. I grew up on like Disney games. I grew up on like the licensed like bad ones. Like, I mean, they weren't bad to me, but like the Emperor's New Groove and the Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, Buzz Lightyear Star Command, which oh boy, that's not good. My only fear with this is it feels like recently they have been sticking their toe back into the video game space, and I think they're getting burnt a bit. Like Disney Illusion Island, I liked it. I thought it was good, but I don't think it sold well. And I think like next month they're releasing the Epic Mickey rebrushed remaster, which a game I liked at the time, but I think it didn't do well at the time. So I'm kind of guessing it's probably not going to do well again. But yeah, and like if these like big $60 games are not doing well, then why would you put time into that when you can sell a $20 skin of Donald Duck on Fortnite and get infinitely more money than that? I don't know, it kind of sucks. I mean, my one thing I would love for Disney to really like get back to like making video games, and like you have such a back catalog. Imagine a video game like Stray or Little Kitty Big City based with the Oliver and Company franchise, or a Darkwing Duck game in the vein of the Arkham series. So much other stuff like Nightmare Before Christmas, like The Rescuers, Basil the Great Mouse Detective, all these like old franchises that you don't do anything with. I just really want Disney to go back like to the old catalog and pick out like Basil the Great Mouse Detective, or The Rescuers, or Chippendale Rescue Rangers, or like Darkwing Duck, and just like give them new life. Like being able to run their own Duckburg would be it would be cool to run their own Duckburg. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're just gonna hey, Fortnite, $20 Mickey Mouse game, enjoy it. But anyway, that is going to do it for me for this week. Next week will be hopefully a bit more structured and better. The only way is up. Hopefully. I just want to talk about stuff quickly. My biggest problem is like wanting to run before I can walk, or even crawl, or even lay there. But like I'm working on I love working on this stuff. I love the creative process, and the stuff like I want to make retrospectives. Like there's a rake of like Disney games, like Disney licensed games that have nothing to do with Disney, but they were just in that game. They were just on that game bandwagon. We're still calling it bandwagon. But like Spectrobes and Pure and Split Second, and I think Turok was a Disney game for a second. I want to work on a retrospective of Knack, and like The Order 1886, and also one sec. also been working on a new on D&D stuff, or like, well, it's Marvel D&D, which, I mean, is there any two more beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwiches than Marvel and D&D? So yeah, thank you for watching me revel for I don't know, hopefully under 10 minutes. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We will chat to you next week. Ooh, wait, no, sorry. I have to do cheeky plugs. If you want to shout at me, you can find me on Trends as Nerdazoid, or Instagram Nerdazoid. If you want to shout at me some more, you can find me on Twitch Mondays at 6 and Thursdays at 6. Might try and do Friday streams from time to time, but you know, they're the 2 days for sure. I'll be back here next week, Premier Pro willing. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll chat you later.